Wow, that was one heck of a takeover. Um, I think the wrestling was just on point. Match of the year candidates right there already. I really enjoyed that show. Really did. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. And it is time for my first review of the weekend out of two for NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. And that show, as I said, was pretty darn good. I'm pretty sure for my YouTube predictions, I got 3 out of 5. I was expecting some surprises, but honestly, I think for every match, for a change on the takeover, they were all the bloody obvious in a good way. In a good way. Um, so I I have nothing to complain about right now. I don't think I will have anything to complain about in this video, so let's kick it. Let's go. Okay, so first of all, before we get into the actual matches, the kickoff, they had some of the year-end awards. I don't think they did all of them on the pre-show. I might be wrong about that. Tongue obviously just won't wake up. I might be wrong about that though. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't remember all of the year-end awards being announced on the pre-show, at least not up front and center. So, example, some of them, I believe Aleister Black got quite a few. Rivalry of the year, I'm really glad that went to Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black. That was great. Um, I believe male superstar and breakout superstar of the year went to Aleister Black. Overall female competitor went to Asuka. And overall competitor of all NXT between Aleister Black and Asuka, obviously Asuka. In a good way though. I mean, she's great. Um, Other than that, I can't remember any in my head right away. And there were quite a few others, I think. I think there was supposed to be. Oh wait, no, sorry. There was match of the year, and that went to Dunn versus Bate. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate 2 at Takeover Chicago. Oh, that was such a good match. Such a good match. So I can't say I'm surprised about that. It was great. Some other great candidates, like the DIY Office of Pain ladder match. That was great. That was great. The same takeover too. I don't remember them announcing the Takeover of the Year award though. Along with a few others that are not coming to my mind right now. Maybe I'm wrong about it. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough. It's a pre-show. Whenever you're hanging out with friends, that's usually when you talk and, reconnect, see what's going on, and see what we're all looking forward to. So I might have missed a few things. Anyway, on to the main show. My first surprise about the main show, really, the tag team title match kicked off the show? That surprised me. Considering Alistair, oh no, so what am I saying? Considering Velveteen Dream and Cassius Ono, a match that was basically made last minute, got barely any build, and I believe should have been the opener over the tag team titles. That's just my opinion. I feel like NXT Takeover should never start with a title match. Again, that's just my own opinion. Because really, it just surprised me. Even though I'll admit, a few people can say, oh, well, Authors of Pain and Undisputed Era didn't have much build either. True for the titles, but they were feuding. They did war games with Sanity. They know each other better. So, again, just my opinion. Otherwise, though, I really loved the story they told during the tag team title match. Attacking the leg of Akam, Undisputed Era looking strong in control, just about the first part of the match. And a few of the spots were pretty good too when both Riley and Fish had submissions on them, but Razor just pulled he just pulled one of them off and slammed him on the other person. Kind of reminds me of the DIY spot they did with DIY last year at, I believe it was Takeover San Antonio, where there were double submissions, but one of them just got up and threw the other guy on the other person. It was good. And in the end, the leg injury really turned out to be the saving grace for the Undisputed Era because there was a super collider attempt, and both men bounced bodies off of each other, and then Razor hit the powerbomb. Akam could not. He backed up into the corner. I believe it was O'Reilly who got the Hurricane Rana on him, and into his partner. Akam bounced into Razor. Razor fell out, and then there was the roll up. Undisputed Era keep the tag team titles. Looks good. Authors of Pain looking like they're going to make a face turn. I'm not too sure. They kind of already are faces. They're over with the crowd. So, It was good stuff. I like what they did there. I was expecting a swerve with that match, but in the end, it really wasn't needed. Both teams looked great after that. There was some great storytelling. It's only the second time that the Authors of Pain have suffered a pinfall loss in NXT, if my memory serves me correctly. So I'm not going to hate that. No way. That was great. Moving on to the second match. Now we have Cassius Ohno versus Velveteen Dream. And the opening was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Um, Velveteen Dream comes out, puts a mouth guard in. He has like escorts with him. Not that kind of escort. Calm down. Just putting like the mouth guard in, getting ready for like a boxing match or something. He even has like the boxing shorts on. Oh, it was just so funny. Cassius Ohno comes out and the crowd started counting from 1 to 30 because in a previous promo, Velveteen Dream said 30 seconds or less. He was going to knock Ohno out and the crowd was into it. And he actually got like a shot right, like I think 22 seconds around that mark, and the crowd popped so hard they were counting Ohno down to 10. And oh my gosh, it was just, I think that was one of the funniest parts of the night for me. And then Ohno gets back up, hits like a freaking big elbow or forearm, and it scared me a bit because I thought Ohno was actually going for the finish right away. There were a few problems with this match, though. Some of the spots did not go as quickly as they could have, like Velveteen Dream's Cradle DDT, like going what it looks like the Sister Abigail, but then he turns it around, like tucks the head through his arm, going for a DDT, then falls back on it. Didn't look like it got the effectiveness right, or the catching Death Valley Driver. I understand it can't be 5 stars every night. There were just a few problems in this match I'm just going to mention. Otherwise, Dream, I believe, kicked out of that roaring forearm. I think that's the name for Ohno. And also, some kind of bicycle kick, too, got hit at some point. And Velveteen Dream ended up pulling the W. He got another driver on Ohno. Top rope elbow did the trick. 1, 2, 3. Velveteen Dream wins. It was a good feel moment. It's good to see that, obviously, there's interest into this character. And I'm looking forward to the future. As for Cassius Ohno, he's been in the mid-card for a bit now in NXT. I would personally like to see him in the Royal Rumble tonight. Sadly, I don't think he's going to go anywhere if he comes to the main roster, just like Ty Dillinger and others. But I would love to see him in the Rumble either way. So, we'll see where it goes. Anyway, third match of the night, it was the NXT Women's Championship match. Shayna Baszler versus Ember Moon. My mind was really changing back and forth for this match when it was actually happening, because I was thinking, are they going to do it? Is Shayna Baszler going to do it? Like, now that I think about it, they invested so much in Ember Moon becoming champion. Does it just switch hands right away? And in the end, I did pick Baszler for my YouTube predictions, but the story they told for that one was, oof, man, brutal. Shayna Baszler stepped on Ember Moon's arm just like she did to Dakota Kai, and it was just so uncomfortable from then. And then Ember did get the stunner, but it looked like she hurt her arm even more after, could not take advantage of it. And for like the next 2, 3, maybe even 4 minutes, it was just Shayna Baszler with a cross arm breaker. And Ember just rolling like back and forth trying to get out of it. Shayna keeps it in. Ember keeps trying to get to the ropes. It just isn't happening. But then the miracle roll up. Ember Moon just pushes her way on Shayna's body, keeping the shoulders down. That's it. Ember Moon keeps the NXT Women's Championship. I'm not honestly feeling bad about that at all. I'm not complaining about any result. That one did surprise me though, but it was a good feel moment too. And if they've got that going for Ember Moon still, that's a good thing. So, good stuff. Props to you. Afterwards, Shayna Baszler did attack Ember Moon, putting in that version of a sleeper. I'm not going to say anything fancy. It's a sleeper. I'm not going to call it anything else right now, except Samoa Joe. He's great. And he was on the kickoff, too. Just making more heat for herself. Ember did end up walking out, though, on her own feet. You know, good stuff. So that was it for the Women's Championship match. I don't know where they're going to go next with it. If Kairi Sane is going to be coming back at all anytime soon. Maybe a triple threat for the next TakeOver. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure where they're going to go with it. We'll see. We'll see. Other notes before I go into the next match, though. There were some crowd sightings. A few of them I were expecting. One in which surprised me greatly. So, Candice LeRae, Johnny's wife, and Johnny's whole family in general, I think, was there in some way. Good stuff. And she was a factor into a later match, if you guys know what I mean. War Machine. Oh my Gosh, I love War Machine. I got right into War Machine when they came to WCPW, back when it was WCPW. Now it's Defiant Wrestling. Austin Aries, the best. Um, and oh, it was just so incredible watching those guys do their thing. The agility of cruiserweights. And Ricochet, I'll say one thing. Thank you, Lord, he's not in 205 Live. I would hate to see his talent go down there. I got into Ricochet when he was Prince Puma and Lucha Underground. One of the funnest guys I could ever watch. And then just seeing him come to WCW as Ricochet. Oh, his matches with Ospreay. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. And the biggest one though, if there was like the biggest one in my sense, EC3 is in NXT. You have Ricochet, War Machine, Candice LeRae, and now EC3? I'm shocked. I thought he would be in the Rumble. I thought he would be on the main roster right away, but no, he's in NXT. That's huge. I don't know who's going to be the next challenger for the NXT title. It could be a 4-way or something at TakeOver New Orleans. I don't know. There's so many good names that have come down now, so we'll see what happens. And there's so many good names who are still there. So, exactly. Moving on. Extreme Rules match. Adam Cole, Aleister Black. That was fun. That was really fun to watch. There were some really cool spots that got pulled out there. Basically, the ladder spot I did not expect to be from an electric chair position, and Aleister just throws him off. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so dangerous. Thought he was going to fall on his head or something after. And it looked like he did, but I think it was just a really good sell. And then there was that freaking driver on the chairs that were like in the sitting position. Oh, Adam Cole's spine. And then the really good table spot too, when super kick when Black was holding the chair on the top rope. He sells it, he falls back through 2 tables, good stuff. And then right when you think he's gonna win, no, out come the Undisputed Era. They're attacking Black, and looks like they're gonna have a big spot for the announce table. But Sanity was at TakeOver. All 3 members came in, took care of Fish and O'Reilly. Killian Dan with a big suicide dive, taking out everyone down except, of course, the 2 men in the match. So Cole tries to take advantage of Black in the table position outside, but Black counters basically a coup de grace through the table. It looked really good. It looked really good. Get him back in the ring. There were some more kendo stick shots, chair shots, but in the end, Cole gets cocky again, has the chair in his hands. Black mass, 1, 2, 3. Aleister Black beats Adam Cole for a second time. It was a great match. Aleister Black is still undefeated in singles matches and at takeovers in NXT, I believe. So, more power to him. That was good. That was a good match. Solid match. And I really hope Black gets his hands on the NXT title soon, at least for the first part of this year. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, on to the main event. Biggest underdog, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, taking on Andrade Cien Almas for the NXT Championship. It's Almas Gargano 3. It opened TakeOver Brooklyn 3. It's closing NXT Philadelphia. Oh man, it was match of the night for me for so many reasons. So many new spots they decided to pull off. The storyline was there. The emotion was there. The crowd was so into it. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. There were so many great spots. This is one match I don't want to talk about much. I want you to go out and watch it if you have not seen it. It was incredible. To the last detail, honestly. It looked like they were destroying each other. And if you want to get me invested in pro wrestling, this is how you do it. 2 guys who know what they're doing. And the main event, I don't know what else to say. They were great. They were fantastic. And then afterwards, Selena Vega interfered way too much. So Candice LeRae jumps the barricade. Get out of here. Out of here. But then, clean as a whistle, Andrade Cien Almas actually just beats Johnny Gargano with the second hammerlock DDT hit in the match. 1, 2, 3. Andrade Cien Almas is still the NXT champion again. I, of course, predicted that. They invested too much in Almas. I didn't see Gargano winning it. So, no complaints, though. That was a great, great match. And then afterward, I knew once they cut back to Johnny and his wife in the ring. I was not falling for any of these credits or ending the show because they were walking back to the ramp. Johnny's wife, I think, raised his arm. The credits were at the bottom. I was like, no, I'm not falling for this. This is just like before when Ciampa turned on Gargano. And like I said, the crowd popped hard. I knew something was happening. And there he is with a crutch. Hits Johnny from the back. Tommaso Ciampa is back, although it looks like he's still selling his injury. So, yeah. I'm not sure where they're going to go with this. I don't know if that's how everyone wanted to see him return. Me personally, I like what they did with the credits faking a few people out again. So I was kind of cool with that. And I look forward to what's next. So that's really all I can say. TakeOver Philadelphia was a great show. I'm really glad I got to watch it. I'm glad I got to do my predictions and my results review with you guys. I'm really looking forward to the Royal Rumble tonight. I really hope it does not disappoint for a lot of reasons. But that's not what I'm going to get into right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of NXT Philly. Did you find it a really good takeover? Were there some things you weren't too happy about? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. I will see you tomorrow for my review of the Royal Rumble 2018. Hopefully, with happy faces. Keep it real. I will see you tomorrow.